So, I know a lot of you guys know my one friend who used to appear in my videos pretty often, who was a main part of the channel and a really big part of my life for 6 years. And I know this all happened a month ago, but I honestly feel like being a bitch, and I think I have the right to come on here and speak about this no matter how long ago it was because I was hurt. And yes, I am dragging this dead horse, and I am going to beat the shit out of it because I don't care, and I'm going to talk about all the things you've done and the way that you were treating me and my boyfriend as well behind the scenes. Because what you're not going to do is make a video publicizing and this whole situation when all I wanted was a DM from you. You could have DM'd all that to me. And you're also not going to go publicly embarrass me like that and expect me not to respond. That's bull. And if any of you guys are wondering why it took me so long to respond to this, I was debating on even making this video at all. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to stoop to his level and be immature, but you know what? I feel like it. I truly feel like stooping. Well, I'm not really stooping to his level, but I do want to bring to light kind of how he really was behind the scenes, I guess, because he seemed just to be like the quiet, more laid-back guy in my videos. But I just want to publicly come out and just talk about how in control he almost was of my channel in a way for a while. The way he treated my boyfriend whenever I got into a relationship with him and whenever he started coming around more. Because the way he made that video just made me feel like I was being publicly shamed for nothing. Because I got pretty much ditched by my friend, and I wanted a response, and I seen him post. This is awful, what the fuck? But anyway, I see him post, so I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Can you, like, answer me? Like, you're clearly online, like, I can see your post, obviously. And the fact that you posted that knowing good and well you were ignoring me is crazy. So, to start this video off, or to actually start the conversation about what happened, I'm gonna go back to the very beginning on when I met Sive. I met Sive about 6 years ago on Roblox, obviously. I don't exactly remember when I friended him on a game, but I do remember that I seen him on my friends list playing this game that I wanted to try out. And so I decided to join him on that game. And of course, talk to him on that game because I like seen him on my friends list and I was like, I've never talked to this guy before. I'm gonna join him in game and talk to him. He seems pretty cool. And also at the time I was like trying to do stuff with my YouTube channel. So I was like, I'm gonna see if this guy will subscribe to my YouTube channel and stuff like that. You know, just kinda like casually asking all my friends that I added on Roblox if they'd subscribe to my YouTube channel. The usual thing that I do sometimes. But I joined him in the game. And that's when it started off from there. I told him to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And, you know, he did. And, you know, just later on, we ended up friending each other on Discord. And, you know, occasionally, I would ask him to do videos with me. Because I'm like, you know what? I don't have any friends to play any, like, Roblox games with for videos. And so he started appearing on my videos. And because I knew he liked being on my videos and actually wanted to do YouTube himself, we decided to partner our channels and pretty much try to, you know, become YouTubers or whatever, you know, that bull. And everything was fine. Everything was great. I didn't think anything was weird necessarily. Now, of course, when I first started YouTube, I had no idea what I was doing, and for the longest time, I didn't. And I didn't really have anybody to guide me, and so my videos, they had no thumbnails. I wouldn't cut any video. I wouldn't make any edits to my videos. I would just straight post whatever, you know, and obviously I wasn't getting a lot of views, wasn't getting a lot of subscribers, or a lot of growth on my channel for the longest time, because I had no idea what I was doing. And so, Scythe offered to help with that. And for a while, he edited my YouTube videos, and he would make my thumbnails. Sometimes I would give him just like little snippets and bits of stuff just to put in the thumbnail, because sometimes he wouldn't really know what to do for a thumbnail for my video. And sometimes I don't either. But he, I think for about a year, maybe, was editing my videos and my thumbnails. Everything was great. And, you know, he wanted to practice editing, too. So, obviously, he did this for free, asked for no payment, and it was fine. I did feel bad, and I did want to pay him eventually. But, you know, I was still getting my life together, you know? I'm like, and, you know, you willingly are doing this for free. So, I mean, you can't really complain if you, like, willingly, like, ask me, like, hey, can I edit your videos for some practice? And I was like, you know what? I need an editor. Sure. And, you know, later on, he gets a job. Nothing wrong with that. Doesn't have time to edit my videos. Cool. But the thing is, whenever we first partnered channels, and he started editing my videos and thumbnails and stuff, and, you know, just trying to give me advice with my YouTube channel, it got to a point where it was kind of annoying and very pushy. And then later on, eventually, he wanted to look at my YouTube analytics and stuff. And he was like, you should make me, what was it? I forgot what the rank was called. A channel manager on YouTube Studio. I didn't think much of it, because I was like, oh, he's not gonna do anything bad. He's not gonna touch my videos or anything like that. He just wants to look at my YouTube analytics. And oh boy. And for the most part, that is what he did. He just looked at the analytics. He would send me my monthly recaps, whatever. You know, all the stuff that I kind of, at the time, didn't really care about. Because I was like, it's a monthly recap, but I have long-term goals that I focus on. And, you know, monthly recaps are cool. It's kind of, like, good to see my growth and progress. See it go, like, up or down or whatever. But as far as I think, he's never touched or edited my videos. I think he might have just once, because I didn't want to change the title on a video, and he just kind of did that himself. But of course, it was very risky of me to make somebody a channel like manager like that, because he could have done anything to my channel and my videos and stuff. Almost anything. And to his defense, I was asking for, like, advice on thumbnails, like, hey, how does this thumbnail look? And instead of just telling, well, he would tell me how to, like, change it. Or no, he wouldn't really tell me how to change it. It was more of, like, sometimes he would, but sometimes he would just say, oh, that's not good. And I'd be like, oh, what do I need to improve? And he would either tell me something that was actually just not gonna make it look that good, or he would tell me, like, just straight up, I don't know. But then later, after I upload the video and I put the thumbnail on there, he would give me a freaking other thumbnail to put on there. And I was like, why would I change the video? That's gonna throw people off from seeing the video, and some people might accidentally click on it twice. And I felt like that would, you know, obviously kind of annoy people in a way. And he's like, no, it's fine, you can change it. Just go into the YouTube studio and change it. Change it. I literally, like, whenever I didn't want to do something, and for whatever reason, even if it, like, would benefit me, if I just felt a little lazy that day, which I was lazy and stubborn a lot, but because, like, I just didn't want to change stuff after I'd already asked how do I change it before uploading it, and you told me you didn't know, or, like, you weren't gonna change it. And anyway, he would literally, God knows how many times I had to tell this man no. But honestly, I was at a point in my life where I was kind of just used to having to tell men no like 7 different times for some reason. I don't know what it was about the men that I was freaking having around in my life at that time. But like, oh my god, none of them could understand the word no. But anyway, and of course it got annoying. And sometimes he would just kind of do it without me like asking, where he would just give me a new thumbnail for a video and he'd be like, here, put this as a thumbnail for your video, change your video title to this, do that. And I'm like, I didn't even ask you for advice, I'm just trying to do my own thing here. And I mean, like, that was kind of the whole purpose of my channel, was just doing this to do what I want and profit off of it myself. And for like other, you know, like I do this for other reasons too, but for the most part I was like, I want to do my own thing and just post whatever I want and just vibe with it, you know, see if I make a little bit of money off of it. Obviously I have goals with this, and I do in the end want to make income off of this. And I mean, there's other deep reasons why I do YouTube, but I post what I want. Like right now, I'm literally recording a video beating a dead horse from a month ago, because I mean, also I rant on this channel. This is my safe space for me to rant to other people, and this is also people's space to find something they relate to, watch content that entertains them and stuff, because watching YouTubers, I grew up watching a bunch of different YouTubers. They all inspired me to do this, and honestly, a lot of them just gave me something to look forward to every day, was watching my favorite YouTubers. And I wanted to be someone's favorite YouTuber at one point. But anyway, back to the main topic at hand. He would just get a little too obnoxious and pushy with me doing my own thing, and he was too focused on the algorithm part of what I was doing. And I kind of got the hand of it. I knew what I was doing. I know like what videos would most likely get me views and which ones I was just putting out there just for the fun of it. Because I post a huge variety of content, and you guys know, and some of you guys know that. But he did not seem to understand that. Somehow for 6 straight years, he didn't grasp the concept that I don't, my whole purpose is to not give a shit about the algorithm and to cater to the algorithm, because the algorithm is stupid in my opinion. It's very, very stupid. But he got way too micromanagey with my YouTube channel, and just really, really weird about it. And then finally later on he eventually backed off, which was a good thing. But then he would still kind of come in with like really like kind of just like slop ideas that catered to the brain mush, brain rot algorithm that I hate and everyone knows I hate.
Wasn't he like recommending like, I don't know, one of those like basic like baby games to play? I swear he did.
He literally had a whole list of like TikTok ideas for me, and they were all so like clickbaity and weird. It's like the equivalent of those TikTok shop larpers that tell you, oh my gosh guys, someone's getting fired today because no way this thing is this price, and it's something that's gonna take a whole entire month to ship to your house, made by some freaking random company that no one's ever heard of, and something that probably does not even work or do anything for you. And honestly, probably something very cheaply made. I mean, I'm guilty of using the TikTok shop to buy stuff. I do like some of the things I've gotten on there, but some of the stuff I've gotten on there, I can kind of question, like, why, what? Like, this is very cheaply made, obviously. And I would tell him over and over and over again, I'm not catering to slop for the sake of getting money. That's not what my channel is for. Yes, it is for my own personal gain of financial support at some point in time, but that's gonna take a while for me. And I want people to find me, and I want to be known as a more, what's the word? Not ethical, but natural? A more natural YouTuber, just, you know, like how I make these rant videos as I'm playing the game. Like right now, I'm not even doing anything because I'm walking around because I'm too busy focusing on talking. But just, you know, just something like that. Oh my, I'm too tired of this fucking mouse glitch. Anyway, just something where I'm not, it doesn't seem forced, you know, or like I'm reading off a script, or like I'm some AI voice bot. And before you go, and there's more before you go and say, well, him being annoying isn't really like a reason to like make this video and hate on him. I have to tell you, no, we're gonna jump ahead a couple years, but before I do that, I do want to say he did have this very odd habit of where he would just disappear from the internet for a couple months or like a while, and he would come back, but some reason he just always had to make a new account. I don't really understand why. He has like 3 new accounts that he made on Discord alone, which is really weird. And he had like 2 or 3 YouTube channels. Again, really weird. And no wonder why I lost 3 subscribers out of nowhere one day. That was all him. Probably. It's probably gonna get recommended to him. But anyway, of course, but now for the most part, he would tell me when he was gonna take a break from the internet. Me personally, I find people like that very annoying because I used to do that. You know why I would do that? I would do it for attention. So if you do that, you kind of just annoy the fuck out of me. I can't lie.
Yeah, I am right about that theory. It is true. Anyone
I
doing it for
understand.
attention-
I understand, like, if you're going on a vacation or something, or, like, if you just genuinely want to be off the internet for a while, and, like, just not scrolling on your phone or something, I get not wanting to be on your phone and, like, enjoying your life, living in the moment, but you can always text your friends and let them know that you're okay. No matter what you're doing, you can text your friends, you can let them know you're okay. You don't have to text your friends every day, obviously, but you don't have to go completely like months or weeks without talking to them. You can literally like you can check in with them and stuff.
It helped me get through my depression, so actually not talking to them would have been really bad for my mental health. And also, anyone who is going through mental problems, please talk to your friends. It will help you recover. That's not just
And
me,
like
it's many people.
I get it. Many people are different. A lot of people in a way prefer to be alone most times, but being alone for like months on end like is not a good idea. I mean, you guys could probably be with your family or whatever, but still like not speaking to any of your friends for like several months on end is not a good idea. Even my friends back in Tennessee that don't talk to me a lot, I still check in with them every now and then. I hold Snapchat streaks with a few of them just for the sake of, you know, like checking in, checking up, seeing they're okay, seeing they're still like living their life and stuff, you know. Cuz I don't want to be the person that just doesn't check up on them, doesn't message them or bother with them, even though like sometimes they don't bother with me. I'll always bother with them, but what is this? You know, like I always like every now and then I'll text them. I'll be like, I'll respond to like the story they posted or something. I don't want to end up in a situation where I don't see or hear from this friend for months, and then when I randomly think about them on a like random ass like Tuesday and I go to message them and they don't respond and they're gone. Like there's no more friend. They're gone. Because I have heard the amount of times I've like people will literally just never text, bother to message or check up on a person and then like get all like sad and mopey whenever they're gone. It's just crazy. It's like, what? Also, as shocking as this may sound, your friends do care about you and worry about you. Lo and behold, shocker, absolute ball drop or whatever. I don't know. That, I suppose. Anywho, back to the main story once again. He wouldn't usually tell me when he's going on breaks, right? So anyway, this is like his 3rd account on Discord, and you know we had a little well, I don't know what to call it, kerfuffle or something. And I decided, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna DM him about this, you know, just talk to him directly, because again, mind you, I did that because I didn't want to lose him as a friend, and I just kind of seen some stuff going on when, you know, just of course involving my boyfriend again. But anyway, and then of course it was like involving one of like his friends' behaviors as well. But anyway, I thought we were messaging about it, and of course like the first thing I did when I brought up the behavior of this person, he said, "I'm glad that you brought that up because we need to talk about Jesse." When did he come in the picture? I'm trying to talk about why the fuck your friend was being so aggressive to him out of nowhere. I was just trying to figure that out.
Okay, jump in now because I was involved. I have to give context. This was so stupid. His friend got mad because I posted a picture of Christoph Hahn from the band member from the great post-rock band Swans, and because it was funny and I met him in person, and she says, "What the Jeffrey Epstein?" You probably heard that half censored, but I think you know what I said. And I was like, "What?" And then she started getting mad because she thought that it was a joke of that, even though it was Christoph Hahn. And now it just made her look stupid, but she was just being aggressive the whole time because of the fact that I said that was literally one of my favorite band members.
And I do have to be
and
honest.
You just disrespected him.
And I do have to be honest. The only time that friend ever talked to my server, which she actually hasn't in a while. I hope she's doing okay. Nothing against her. Nothing against anybody in this video. I am not trying to start beef. I am just talking about the situation. I just
hurt. No offense taken. You didn't
Yeah.
know who Christoph Hahn, the amazing Hahn is.
I just kind of noticed that like whenever she was talking in the server, it was either only when Sive was around, or which I guess I get that in a way because Sive's like the only person she knew in the server. But again, my server is free for anybody to talk to anybody. If she wasn't talking to Sive, she was like kind of sometimes it was just like semi arguing with people in a way, and I was like, can you like talk to my other members in a normal conversation and not just only arguing with them? Again, I'm not trying to start beef. I am literally not trying to I am bringing up stuff in the past, but I'm not doing it as a way to start an argument. I am just talking about the situation. I'm just talking about the situation. I'm beating a dead horse because I'm not even bothered by this situation anymore. I'm just kind of baffled that it's on the internet. So I'm gonna put it on, if he puts it on the internet, I'm gonna put it on the internet, and I'm gonna put it on the internet with full context, because his whole video, by the way, mind you, was a whole freaking, a whole vague post of...
Fully vague posting.
The holy vague, like, yeah, just vague maxing. The vague post of vague maxing. You can't be more vague than that vagueness right there. Honestly. So I'm gonna do it in the less nonchalant, vague posting way, because I hate when people nonchalantly vague post stuff like that, and it can just cause somebody else to look bad entirely. Because the way he also worded things in the video almost made me seem like he was trying to point me to be some sort of bad guy for some freaking reason. Anywho, I thought we were cool after we talked about that. And, you know, for a while this year, me and him actually had this idea in mind. Which, now that I think about it, it's kind of odd to do with a friend. This is more of a thing you do with your significant other, I suppose. Or I guess you could do it with the best friend if you're single, but I mean, I'm not. But I'm doing this with my boyfriend now at this point, because I don't really, like, I was doing it kind of like both of them. So it's like, you know, my boyfriend, we live together, obviously, we have our own goals, and it's like, you know, I always knew kind of, he's not mentally, I don't want to bring up his mental health here, but obviously he's not a very stable person, and me, you know, caring about him because he's my friend, I wanted to help with that, because I wasn't a very stable person either. And I was like, we both had goals, and we never really completed our goals. Like, we were both talking about that, and I was like, you know what? Let's set goals for this year, and let's update each other at the end of every month, so we can just also have, like, a log of viewing progress with our goals, instead of just, oh, I haven't checked marked this off, I haven't checked marked that off. Like, real-time progress. And that's what we were doing for the longest time. And then after this whole situation, I gave him my final update of I believe it was my March 2026 goals. Or no, it was my April 2026 goals, I think. Because. And then I realized he just stopped responding to me altogether. There was no, I'm taking a break from the internet. Hey, I don't really want to be on Discord anymore. I think I'm just going to delete Discord. And, honestly, if he was done using Discord, respect for that. But why just disappear and not tell somebody who was, like, really close with you? Anyway, a month goes by. I've been DMing him, like, frequently. I don't hear anything. We asked the one friend. The one friend said that she hasn't heard anything either. I don't know. But, I mean, she said the last time that he talked to her was, like, the same day that we had also chatted. And, more time goes by. I run into one of his channels on YouTube, and it's some random stream of something he was playing, some game he was playing or something, I don't know. But obviously, I'm very upset. I'm very upset because seeing someone who I thought was my best friend, I suppose, just straight up ignore me for a month and then randomly post out of nowhere on his YouTube channel was weird. So I commented, and I was just kind of like, dude? And, nothing was said, and then I commented again. I was just like, can you please DM me? I just want to know that you're okay. Like, I've literally been worried about you. That's what I said. Anyway, and then I was hoping he would DM me, be like, I'm sorry, I went on a break, whatever, I woke up at 4 o'clock the following morning after making that comment to a video on his other YouTube channel. For some reason, he put it on his other YouTube channel called All I Have to Say. And I knew it was directed at me, obviously, because it's All I Have to Say. Obviously, that was me. And I clicked on it and I watched it, and mind you, this is somebody I thought was a good friend of mine. My best friend, literally, like somebody that was like a brother to me, whatever. For 6 years. For 6 years. This guy just straight up goes, now obviously this isn't what was said in the video, he's like, yo, my fault. I don't want to be on the internet anymore. By the way, I was low-key just LARPing as your friend the whole time. Later, dudes. Aww.
Also, bro, with that title, really thought he was Nikakawa Avocado with 2 steps ahead. He is not 2 steps ahead.
I'm always 2 steps ahead, dude. Oh.
He's 2 LARPs ahead.
But anyway, it was just a video of him expressing and saying that he just wanted to be off the internet for a while. And he said, I haven't been around myself around you guys, and I haven't for a while. And I honestly knew that, but I denied it. But I knew the moment he changed. I knew the moment he stopped, like, messaging me several times a day, even though it was annoying. He is still a close friend of mine. Even with all the annoying stuff with my YouTube channel, I still considered him a close friend of mine. But I knew the moment he changed. I knew the moment he changed. Because no matter what he said, no matter what he considered me as that whole 6 years, I knew him. I knew the way he acted. I knew his typing patterns. I knew the minute he changed.
I didn't even know when I knew him.
And then he goes on to say, I never saw you as a BFF. At least not in the way you made it. And I made how I seen our friendship very clear to him. 6 years. He had 6 years to tell me that despite how we would talk every day, how we played Roblox together almost every single day for a while, that he never, ever during that time period ever seen me as any close friend or anything. Because I always seen him like an older brother to me. Me being a dumb, hard-headed dumbass, and him being a more calm, seemingly calm and collected person, I suppose. But 6 years of me thinking that you were someone close to me and someone I could trust and confide in. And you had every damn day, every damn hour, every damn minute, every damn second of my life that I was wasting to tell me that you never wanted to be that close, that you planned to stop using the internet. You could have told me the day you decided that you were going to quit the internet at some point, and you did not. What did you do instead? You ran away. And when I tried to find you, you ran away and you hid again, like some starving stray cat. You made what could have been the most simplest of DMs an entire humiliation ritual for no reason. But anyway, let's go back. Let's go back a little bit because I actually forgot to just mention something just now, and I remembered. Let's also talk about how one of the times you changed out of nowhere was when my boyfriend Jesse started coming around. Let's talk about it. Because let's also bring up how you were always trying to overshadow him the entire time he's been around. How you'd always go around him about stuff. How you never could talk to him despite him being my boyfriend. You would never say a word to him. You would talk around him anytime you were talking in my server. And I noticed. And let's talk about how you got a little quieter when we got together and he started being the main person on my channel. And it was not you anymore. Because you stopped. And I'd also just want to note, he's not the only one that tends to try to ignore my boyfriend and tries to go around him and talk around him. I see everyone that does that. I see all of you that ignore him, that talk around him, that respond to me. Meanwhile, the most you'll give him is an okay. I can list you by... I can list all of your names right here, right now in this video. Because I know why you do it. And you can see it in certain videos of mine in a series that I haven't posted in, let's say, maybe a month or so. One of my favorite series, actually, which features a very random friend of mine. If you watch this series, you'll kind of notice when he's talking, he doesn't really talk to him. He doesn't interact with him. There's not much interaction between the two of them. You'll notice it. It's a series where Jesse always appears, and so does this other guy, but somehow they don't have much interaction. But anyway, let's go back to Sive.
Also, I will mention something. Hey, I'm here now. The thing with Sive though is he also got weirded out whenever someone would mention who he was, and I kind of pointed out how odd that is. I've been on the internet. I am terminally online. Terminally online. I know every movements of how everyone goes, also because I've been hurt in similar ways, actually. My friend group has the same dramas. Best friend of 10 years kind of stabbing you in the back for the dumbest reason and then acting like you're the bad guy. But anyway, that's my story. That'll be on my channel. Anyway, the thing with Sive, though, is I had ideas, and I even knew him. He seemed cool from the videos, because I was actually a fan of the channel for a while. I was in the background, because I was like, oh, this person has my name. It's so cool. Well, I like this channel. And
I saw him and he was like, oh, he's like the goofy nerd type. That's like my old friend. I will not name this video for many reasons. And I'm like, oh, he might be chill. And
Fuck
then
not.
anyway, the thing is like I was trying to actually talk to him and like befriend him, but he keeps his DMs locked. And then I would try to talk to him, he would kind of just ignore me or like he would literally like talk to her by responding to her and then like the Discord respond thing where like it highlights their name. He would do that and then not respond to me and I was like, "What? Okay." And I would want to do something like a Minecraft series. I wanted to do a server with me, Pumpkin, and everyone. And he instantly gets the idea, suspiciously, right as I say that, oh, I'm gonna make a Minecraft server. And I'm like, no, I want to make it. I literally thought of that. And he's like, okay, it's fine. Then turns out a month, no, I think it was a week to a month later, he's like, hey, I made this server. Not to me, obviously. And invites only Jasmine in, or Jazz, whatever. Sorry, I'm used to saying her full name because I also go by Jazz. So anyway, I didn't get added, didn't even get thought about added. He lets me in the server and that's it. He's like, oh, he can join by the way. And then still tries to invite the server in there. You know, he said he wanted it to be a small thing. But what's the point of making a small thing? We already have like 50 million Minecraft worlds. We are kind of overwhelmed. I only wanted to make a server just so other people can just join in and probably grief. But yeah, that it would be fun. It was like a little anarchy server I wanted to do, where it's just do whatever and have fun. And he just jumped in and was like, mine has mods, so it's better. And I'm like, mods are kind of dumb. Yeah, but Minecraft mods. Mods are peak of the 24th, 100th century. It's excellent Reddit karma. Anyway, it's like, why? What was the point of that? And they weren't even good mods either. All it did was change the color of the trees and make the terrain different. There was literally nothing but like it was an empty server too. We already had structures. My server was gonna be based off of a mountain. You could build your homes inside the mountains instead of just a empty blank field. And we made a joke video about it. You can watch it on the channel. It's actually really funny. I kind of got a little gummy and kind of just like joked with the server and everything. I was just making jokes, honestly. I wasn't even like, it's what I do with everyone. If I'm trolling someone, I'll go overly harsh as a bit. And if it's on video, you know that I'm joking. Anything on video is a joke, and I'm literally just goofing around for the camera. I'm actually a very laid down, nice, and respectful person. I actually feel bad if I made fun of someone or hurt their feelings. But I was making jokes in the video, and he got so butthurt, he, like, started messaging Jasmine about how I was, and he barely even knows me, and blah, blah, blah. I've heard this spiel before when I made people upset with their egos. It's like, it wasn't even harmful, it wasn't even personal. I just said, oh, this server trash, oh, whoever made this should be fired. And it was, like, bits like that. It wasn't personal things like saying, like, oh, his mom is this or that.
I also wanted to come on here because I want to say this. I want to talk now because this is my video.
I know, I was just finishing the server.
But
It was kind of annoying.
with the whole server thing, I'm gonna kind of talk about this like ass backwards. But for one, Jesse's been around for over a year at that point, mind you. He knows who he is. If my boyfriend's been around for over a year and you barely know him, start talking. Because I'm going to start blocking. And going back even further, he actually, I was in a group chat with him and his one friend because we were all the people who was going to play in the Minecraft server. He was like, oh, we should invite more people. And I said I should ask the server. Mind you, there's probably an accumulated total of, I think, 8 people that are active in the server. And maybe 2 of them would consider playing Minecraft, Jesse being one of them.
And my best friend.
And I said, I'll invite the server. And he said, well, I don't want it to be a big Minecraft server. And I'm like, my server has 86 members, including bots. Only, like, you'll see maybe a regular basis of about 5 people that talk in there. And again, 2 of them would probably join. One of them being Jesse. And I explained to him, I said, Jesse wants to possibly join the Minecraft server. And he was like, oh, I need, what was it, your username or something?
Yeah.
Because, you know, the server was, I guess, like, the server or something was acting weird because of the mods, so he had to, like, list the people in the server, like, direct, like, one by one, I guess I should say. And, you know, did you give him your username? I can't remember.
No, because I couldn't message him, so I had to
Oh,
give
yeah.
it to you, so you gave it to him because he would just never add me.
And he never
added
did.
Thighs, but not me.
And he never added him as a friend on Discord, never added him to the server either, and was told several times he wanted to be a part of the server and he wanted to be in the group chat. He was never added to anything, and then this is around the time when he disappeared, and he actually, no, it was right after that. He disappeared. What a coinky dink, right?
I hate that I was also right, because I made a joke earlier when he started going quiet because I didn't think he was actually going quiet and doing all this. I was like, oh god, what if the video made him so butthurt that he's like literally like throwing a fit and then gonna like make some like quote unquote expose saying how horrible you are and how horrible we all are because we made fun of him for one little thing. And then yeah, no, that's exactly what happened.
Also, let's talk about the reason why I called the YouTube post very vague. Is because there were lots of questions with, like, little to no answers. And he would say, the reason why. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. So the reason why is, I'm leaving the internet. And the reason why is, there's lots of reasons. And the reason for that is because I never saw you as my best friend, or as you planned or intended it to be, or thought it was. And the reason why is because that's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Fully vague king.
There were answers. I mean, he's quitting the internet, but he never said what made him want to do that. He never said anything, and I felt like the bad guy. I thought I did something wrong. No. You know why? I did not do a single thing wrong. I tried to be his friend. I was nice as I could be for years, despite how annoyed I would get at him. I would always apologize for even getting annoyed at him. 6 years. 6 years. What could you want for 6 years? You talk to me every day. You would play Roblox with me every day. You showed up in my videos. That's not just something fucking casual. That's not just, oh, this is a little acquaintance of mine. Oh, this is my friend. I don't know him that well. We aren't that close. You had 6 years to set a boundary between us. And you, instead of setting a boundary, you just straight up larked as my friend. You didn't try to distance yourself from me. You got too close and you cut me off out of nowhere and left me confused and hurt. What kind of fucking person does that? And you're right. You never were my friend. Because my friend, a real friend, wouldn't do this to me. They wouldn't. You don't just get that close with somebody, no matter what your intention is, just to do this to them. And you also don't take control over something they're trying to do with their life. For whatever intention that was for, because you wanted to do YouTube, then you didn't want to do your own channel, so now you're managing my channel somehow. You're not my channel manager. I wasn't paying you for anything. I manage my own shit. Like, I don't even know what to say at this point. I think I have ran out of things to say about this.
I have one more thing that I just remembered as a little just side jab. It's nothing too crazy, but I mean, I could go into that. But there was one thing that actually made me first just upset with him. It was actually back when he was editing the videos because we were kind of busy with other things, so outsourcing, let's go, we're Family Guy now. Anyway, he would edit some of the videos, and if I was in it, I'm not even joking, if you look back in like older videos where you see me talking, I literally am just getting cut out in the middle of my sentences, or an entire bit that I did for the video, he removed. It was only the times when he edited it, and I get really mad about videos. I'm a YouTuber. I love YouTube content, and I am very picky with editing, way more than he will be, because I don't cut out people in the middle of speaking when they're literally engaging with the video, where you make it not make sense. You literally cut out a part of a video where it didn't make sense after because you cut me out. It literally ruined a whole sentence. Do you even remember? Like, there was
Yes.
videos that he made.
And he
cut me
says-
out. It was so annoying.
And he says, "Oh, it's because you couldn't hear him." Now, you remember when I used to randomly adjust the volume of my videos so you guys could hear Jesse in the background, or I would have him scoot closer to the mic when he was talking? That is so you can hear him, so I didn't have to cut him out mid-sentence and have stuff not make sense. I've probably accidentally done it in a couple videos when I'm speed editing them, but
Didn't he do
No.
that with a vlog, though?
I think he actually did. No, I don't think it was a vlog. I edited the vlogs.
Oh,
I think
swear
I
he
did.
edited one of
No, I'm pretty sure I edited them.
them. Oh.
But also because I only have like 3 vlogs that
There
I
was one
posted from
where
that
I was
time.
talking like how I am right now, where I was in the mic perfectly. That's what I mean. It was cut off like this, and I was just confused. I was like, dude, what the heck? And I just would notice things like that, and I was like, you can clearly hear me. You don't need to cut me out. And the other thing too is like him and other people, since she mentioned this. Oh my god, holy speech today, holy speech. Anyway, I genuinely gotta say this. So
Okay, Gideon.
yeah, no, that's why I did that, because I realized I said the one thing too many times, so I decided to reference the multimillionaire. Anyway, buzzwords, you're welcome, algorithm. Anyway, the thing that bothered me with him was just with other people too, like what she mentioned, was I would actively try to be nice to him or just other people and just be friendly, because I like friends. I like talking to people. If you look at my channel and when the con videos come out, I'm very approachable. I love just going up, hearing people's stories, and just knowing things about them. And basically, I tried to like hang out with people, and then they would just get mad and say I'm being rude when I'm just acting the exact same and saying the same things as Jazz over here. I would say the exact same bits, and people would get mad when I do it. And it really started to get me annoyed, because it's like, I am literally not doing anything. How am I making you uncomfortable because I'm saying the exact same thing? I get you have a degrading kink, but come on. Like, grow up and like let me just be me. I'm autistic. Let me be the tism. Let me talk. Let me say goofy stuff. If my friends love it and random strangers, I know you're just getting mad for no reason. And it's like, come on, I was just trying to be nice and a friend, and some of them would literally just decline my friend requests and then act like nothing happened. Or just straight up ignore me when I'm messaging them. And then and then proceed not to add me. Also, if you guys think I don't see anything, I literally, her stuff is my second device. So half the time you were probably talking to me. By the way, Pumpkin is the superior best friend, will always be the best friend. Shout out to Pumpkin for being a good person.
We love Pumpkin. Also, wait, I also do want to call something out. So, you did add Pumpkin as a member of my channel, right? And you said it kept removing her.
Oh, it kept removing both of us, by the way. It was me and Pumpkin would always get removed, and I'd have to re-add us.
And you know, I don't really mess with that stuff a lot.
Oh, it stopped, by the way. It recently stopped.
Sound like a Minecraft villager over here.
A Minecraft villager? That's peak Reddit mods right there.
And I know what a
Markiplier.
lot of people are going to do was, because I'm not just calling out his behavior, I'm kind of calling out the behavior of several of my male friends in this particular video. And I know what you guys are going to do. You're going to gouge your eyes out and pretend like you're blind and can't see anything. Oh, what? I can't hear the video either. I'm suddenly deaf.
Just like
What
the
are you
other ones I've
talking about?
exposed.
What are you talking about? I'm not doing that. Or you're gonna scramble to friend him and you're gonna actually start talking to him, and I'm gonna know because I have all of you in mind. I have all of you in mind.
And also, I do see everything. You saw what happened with those first couple people and what I found out about them. Just know I see every movement. If you're doing something wrong, I always see it. And just know that sense of guilt is actually me watching you. This isn't some, oh my god, look at how edgy he is. No, I'm just being blunt. I literally do see everything, and I've never been wrong. Be careful what you do. If you're a good person, you're a good person, and I'm not watching you. But if you know what you're doing, I see you, and I will. I literally see you.
And I'm making a call out post because Mercury is in the microwave, or whatever they say. I felt like a bitch the past couple of days, and honestly, I'm tired of the way people have been acting. So I'm just gonna directly call it out on my channel, because I've been making rants on my channel for a long time, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a video, I'm gonna be beating a dead horse, I'm beating the shit out of it right now. It's been resolved because we don't talk anymore, we're never going to, and if you're watching this, screw you. If you're still watching this, screw you, because some of you have the attention span of donuts. And now this has been running on for 48 minutes. With pauses, mind you. I'm going to end this right here because I think I have said my piece. And I think I have made peace with all the thoughts running in my head, at least for the most part. Thank you guys for listening to my rant, our rant. And if you guys enjoyed hearing us rant, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And honestly, if anyone has ever done this to you, or treated you this way, or your significant other, especially if they have done no wrong, I'm sorry. You deserve better.
And also, hello to the one viewer that's watching this because it's a 40-minute video. Probably Pumpkin or just some random person watching this. Congrats for having an attention span. You're literally the 1% of YouTube that actually has brain cells. Thank you for not using YouTube Shorts. You're
But once
contributing
again,
great.
I want everybody to also take away from this video, recognize your self-worth. Don't let people micromanage things that you want to do in your life. Just because you asked for advice, it does not give them the right to start micromanaging it. Don't let people treat you horribly. You deserve better. Don't... What is it called?
Don't be a pushover. Don't let people step all over you. It's what even my channel's motto is all about. I was one like that, and everyone in my channel group is a part of like some type of like, I guess, being pushed around and being like a people pleaser. It's sad, and I've helped a lot of my friends, including myself, get out of that. And it's nice seeing this channel also keeping up with it too, and I'm actually really happy that everyone around me is actually just way happier, and that's literally my goal. I'm not some person just like trying to like be like, oh, I know this and I know that. It's like I just don't like seeing my friends suffer, and I want them to be happy. Because when I'm happy and I see my friends sad, it literally breaks me and ruins my day. I just want everyone to enjoy the world like how I do. With real people. Fake people, I'm tired of it.
Okay, anyway, I'm done with this video. Once again, know your self-worth. Don't let toxic friends control you. Learn to cut off your toxic friends. Even though it is going to feel like you're just losing all your friends left and right. Just know it's a cleanse. It's going to remove things. And it's going to be good for you. And at some point, you are going to find somebody who actually loves and cares about you. Anyway, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Check out my links in the description. Of course, I'm going to LARP and tell you guys to go give me some attention after giving you guys some big motto speech. But anyway, guys, I'm done talking. It's been almost an hour. Bye.
I'm Markiplier.